Title: Why Middle-Class Americans Stay Busy But Never Build Wealth. Have you ever wondered why someone earning $80,000 a year can still feel financially stuck? Not because they spend recklessly, not because they don't work hard. In fact, many of them work longer hours than ever before. They wake up early, commute through traffic, answer emails late into the night, pay every bill on time, and do everything society tells them a responsible adult should do. Yet somehow, every month ends the same way. The paycheck arrives, the bills get paid, and very little is left behind.
I just don't know what
It's
to
a quiet
do.
reality that millions of Americans live every single day. And perhaps the most surprising part is this. The problem isn't always how much they earn. It's how modern life quietly convinces them that staying busy is the same as building wealth. Imagine someone named David. He's 31 years old and lives just outside Chicago. He earns around $78,000 a year. After taxes, his monthly take-home pay is about $4,900. On paper, he's doing well. He has a stable job, decent health insurance, and a predictable income.
All right.
But let's see where his money actually goes.
Let's see what we can pay today.
His apartment costs $1,750 every month. His car payment is $520. Insurance, fuel, and maintenance add another $350. Student loan payments take $280. Credit card payments are around $220. Utilities, internet, and phone cost another $300. Groceries average about $500. Streaming subscriptions, gym membership, cloud storage, and other digital services quietly add another $170. Occasional dinners, birthdays, weddings, vacations, and small online purchases easily consume another $500 or more. By the end of the month, David has less than $300 remaining, sometimes even less. Now here's the interesting part. David isn't irresponsible. He isn't buying luxury watches. He isn't flying first class. He's simply participating in what modern middle-class life has slowly become. And that's exactly why this situation is so difficult to recognize. Most financial problems don't arrive dramatically. They arrive quietly. One monthly payment at a time. Try one subscription, one upgrade, one convenience, one reward after a stressful week. None of these decisions feel dangerous on their own, but together they create something powerful. They create a lifestyle that requires every future paycheck just to survive. Many people believe wealth disappears because of one bad decision. In reality, wealth often disappears because of hundreds of completely normal decisions that nobody questions. Think about this. A $12 streaming service doesn't seem expensive. Neither does a $7 coffee. Neither does paying a little extra for food delivery instead of cooking. Neither does upgrading your phone 1 year earlier than necessary. Each decision feels small, but financial life is rarely shaped by single decisions. It's shaped by repeated habits. Let's look at a simple example. Suppose someone spends just $15 every day on small conveniences they barely notice. That's about $450 every month. Over 1 year, that's $5,400. Now imagine investing that same amount every year with an average long-term return instead of spending it. Over 25 years, the difference isn't just thousands of dollars. It can become hundreds of thousands. Not because investing is magical, but because time quietly multiplies consistent decisions. This is something many people underestimate. They think wealth comes from earning more. Sometimes it does. But more often, wealth comes from creating space between what you earn and what you need to spend. Modern life makes that space smaller every year. Higher rent, higher insurance, higher healthcare costs, higher expectations. Even success has become expensive. Years ago, owning a reliable car was enough. Today, many people feel pressured to drive something newer. A normal vacation isn't enough anymore. It has to look impressive on social media. A simple apartment isn't enough. It has to feel like a luxury lifestyle. Without realizing it, people begin spending money not only to improve life, but also to protect an image. This is where psychology quietly takes control. Human beings naturally compare themselves with others. Thousands of years ago, comparison helped us survive. Today, comparison often damages our finances. Every scroll through social media creates new expectations. Someone buys a larger house. Someone travels to Europe. Someone posts a perfectly designed kitchen. Someone celebrates buying a new luxury SUV. Our brain doesn't always recognize that these moments represent highlights instead of everyday reality. Instead, it quietly asks a dangerous question. Am I falling behind? That question changes behavior. People upgrade before they're ready. They borrow more than they planned. They convince themselves that comfort today matters more than flexibility tomorrow. The strange thing is that these decisions often reduce the very freedom people are trying to create. A larger house usually means a larger mortgage. A newer car means another payment. A more expensive lifestyle requires a higher salary just to maintain it. Instead of buying freedom, people accidentally buy dependence. Every promotion simply supports a bigger lifestyle instead of creating more security. Eventually, work stops feeling like a choice. It becomes a requirement. Many middle-class families aren't poor. They're committed to monthly payments, committed to financial obligations, committed to maintaining a lifestyle that leaves almost no room for unexpected opportunities. This creates another hidden cost: stress. Financial stress rarely comes from one large expense. It comes from having no margin. One unexpected medical bill, one job loss, one major car repair, one emergency. Suddenly, the entire financial system begins shaking. Not because income disappeared forever, but because there was never enough breathing room in the first place. Financially intelligent people often think differently. They don't ask, "What can I afford this month?" They ask, "What will this decision cost me over the next 10 years?" That's a completely different question. Visible wealth often attracts attention. Quiet wealth creates options. The newest car impresses strangers for a few seconds. Financial freedom quietly improves every day of your life. It reduces stress. It creates flexibility. It allows you to say no to work you dislike. It gives you time with family. It gives you choices that money alone cannot buy overnight. Ironically, many wealthy people don't appear wealthy. Their houses are practical. Their cars are reliable. Their spending is intentional rather than emotional. They understand something modern culture often ignores. Every dollar has two jobs. It can purchase today's comfort, or it can purchase tomorrow's freedom. Neither choice is automatically right or wrong. The important part is making that choice consciously. Because building wealth isn't about never enjoying life. It's about making sure today's happiness doesn't quietly borrow from tomorrow's peace. The middle class works incredibly hard. The problem isn't effort. The problem is that our financial system constantly encourages consumption while quietly rewarding patience. Those two forces move in opposite directions. And unless you recognize them, it's easy to spend decades staying busy without ever feeling financially ahead. Perhaps real wealth isn't measured by how expensive your lifestyle looks. Perhaps it's measured by how much control you have over your own future. That's a quieter definition of success. But over time, it may be the one that matters most. If you enjoyed this video and want more thoughtful discussions about money and financial psychology, consider subscribing for future videos.